The creators Gareth Edwards' latest film, but it's time to decide what comes up on top. Hey everyone, welcome to Cinema, where we focus on the film. I'm Josh, this is Simply Cinema. Today we're going to be talking about Gareth Edwards' filmography and rank it from my least favorite to my favorite. Let me know down in the comments below how you would rank all four of his films, and we can share a nice lovely discussion, sharing our own personal takes of what connects with us, what doesn't, and everything in between. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you enjoy it, so you can join in this film culture community where we talk about movies each and every day. By going in the last place, we have Monsters. Now this has a good premise and a good concept of a film that delivers in so many of the good notes that I still enjoy the film for. Just this survival and post-apocalyptic type of film that explores these great visuals in a sci-fi scale that has a great technology to how they create the monster, how they create the threat, and different surprises along the way of how they pull off different survival tactics with just the energy that they have going for it. But ultimately it has some energy that is taken back a bit and feels like it ends on too quick of a note and has an abrupt ending just with the way they pull things off, with a thing that I feel like could have gone on a little bit longer. And coming in number 3, we have Godzilla, the start of the Monsterverse that pulls off some good ideas, good energy just for the survival tactic, and the energy for the VFX and the visuals is really outstanding, and really something that you see coming onto his later films as of recently that shows he has good premise as a director and some good camera movements, whether they're hand shot or by vehicle, and just how they pull off the great VFX, even if some of it is a little bit in the darker scale, in the darker lighting. It still delivers on some great monsters fights, and some great moments within its characters alone. But there's some ideas with the characters that are a little bit underdeveloped, and you don't get as much to where some characters that you begin to start to develop and care for, they get taken out of the film a little bit earlier on than you would hope for, and therefore are left with some of the shallow, empty characters at the end. And coming in number 2, we have Star Wars Rogue One. Now he has stretched thin with how far he has gone with the franchises, just going into a Star Wars fan that is really energetic and really surprising what they pull off that is a prequel to the very first Star Wars film release, and yet it feels original and for its time, while it feels a little bit empty on its emotions based on knowing somewhat the fate that all of these characters are going to end up at, because it's based on the prologue to Star Wars A New Hope. It still delivers on a solid action piece, a great sci-fi exploration with grand scale, and still creates a great dynamic for how you're pulling in these fan castings, what you're getting with Darth Vader having a great hallway sequence at the very end, and just the whole scale of the whole thing, the visuals and the effects all throughout, pulls off something that's really great and unique, and one of the better Star Wars films that we get from Disney. So that leaves at number 1, the creator that just has been getting better and better as his director's career goes on, just having a great flamboyant idea that it has sci-fi parallels to other films, but for the most part is still extremely unique, pulling off this AI war where the US are trying to wipe out the AI humans that are being recreated, and what they have to do with the ideas, with the emotional connection with these AI bots is something that's surprising and something I didn't expect. And the full scale of it is immersive and it is large, and just the world building you get feels otherworldly yet still really down to earth, just with the way they put the political attacks, trying to attack these AI, wipe them out, while also being able to build a connection with this human that's out to get them, that also begins to feel a connection with them, see them as human as me or you, and just what they have to do with the energy and the visual effects and how they pull off such a immersive world building experience. It creates the culture in a sensitive manner that is really emotional and it hits all the right narrative beats along the way. And so that's just my ranking of all 4 Gareth Edwards films, from my least favorite to my favorite, and I'd love to know what your thoughts are on his films down in the comments below. Which have you seen? How would you rank them? And just let's all have a nice, lovely discussion, sharing our honest opinions about movies all together. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already if you had enjoyed it, or you check out some of my other videos before deciding if you should subscribe. And that's just all. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.